service station attendant washes your windshield so that it's bright and clear. Then you pay him for the gasoline and oil. His other services are free. To the hood of your car. If there is enough water in your radiator. If more is needed, he pulls out a special water hose to fill the radiator. All cars need oil. Also checks your tires. He uses the air hose to do this. The service station attendant washes your windshield so that it's bright and clear. Then you pay him for the gasoline and oil. His other services are free. The attendant also checks under the hood of your car. He looks to see if there is enough water in your radiator. If more is needed, he pulls out a special water hose to fill the radiator. service station attendant watch your windshield so that it's bright and clean. Then you pay him for the gasoline and oil. His other services are free. The attendant finds out what kind and how much gasoline you want. He then gets the pump ready for a new sale. The attendant watches the numbers on the pump. If you want 5 gallons, he'll stop the pump when 5 gallons are delivered. The attendant also checks under the hood of your car. He looks to see if there is enough water in the radiator. If more is needed, he pulls out a special water bowl to fill the radiator. Oil in your car. Oil is often sold at a service station in quart bottles or cans. Today's service station attendant knows exactly where and how to put oil in everybody's car. Stop, I've got to hold on to something so I'll know who I am. And Timothy, wise old Timothy, always says things like, trust your nervous system. Richard Alpert is a gown I wear. You know, it's an identity that I've taken on. I wasn't born Richard Alpert, I was just born as a human being. We're in this whole business of who I am and whether I'm good or bad or achieving or not, all that stuff. And you see all those separate. So you start to have experience where all it is awareness. Is awareness. It's all awareness. I remember the first time this happened to me as professor went middle class boy pilot all of my games, all of my going on in my business going on, I got this terrible need. I was going to cease to exist. And I got psychological death. Richard Alpert. And the panic was no stop. I got to hold on to something so I'll know who I am. And Timothy, like, trust your nervous. Richard Alpert is a gown. It's an identity that I've taken on. I wasn't born Richard Alpert. I was born Richard Alpert being. And then I learned this whole achieving or not, all that's learned. And
you see all those learned things separate. So you start to have an associative experience of where all is awareness. It's a point of awareness. The first is how to be as a federal middle class pilot when all my games were going up into this. I got into technology because I was going to speak to this. And I got actually had perceived a cycle of death because indeed without the panic was stop, I've got to learn something all those men. And Timothy, wise on the thing, your nervous system, Richard Alpert is down here. It's an identity that I can
What is not quite so obvious is that this material is recorded. It's being played back from a video cassette on this videotape machine. The cassette has been widely heralded as the next revolution in entertainment. Rock and roll performances, television shows, historical events, lessons in nuclear physics, or a night at the opera. Almost anything imaginable can be recorded on these cassettes and sold or leased to you to be played when and where you choose. What do you think of video rock and roll?
I think it's fantastic.
Would you buy?
Sure. If I had the bread.
I'd buy one too if I had the bread.
What do you think about video rock and roll?
I don't know what my son buys it.
The idea of rock and roll video cassettes may cause some parents to shudder, but there are those in the industry who think rock and roll will get the industry off the ground.
I'm involved in the video cassette industry, and I'd like to see it get a boost. I think that this boost will come from video rock and roll, getting rock groups and jazz artists on videotape and in these cassettes.
The recordings at this demonstration are not for sale. That's one indication that the video cassette industry is still an infant. But there are those who expect it to grow rapidly and become a healthy youngster. In that case, the time may be close at hand when the nation's parents will find themselves watching the Beatles as well as listening to them. Is cost still your biggest problem?
It seems to be. My hope is that if the industry picks up on this and if the consumers respond, the competition will make the cost of these cassettes go down as well as the equipment. I'm tired of just listening to tapes and records. I want to see the artists perform.
This, of course, is a television program. It's the rock group Shanti. What is not quite so obvious is that this material is recorded. It's being played back from a video cassette on this videotape machine. The cassette has been widely heralded as the next revolution in entertainment. Rock and roll performances, television shows, historical events, lessons in nuclear physics, or a night at the opera. Almost anything imaginable can be recorded on these cassettes and sold or leased to you to be played when and where you choose. What do you think of video rock and roll?
I think it's fantastic.
Would you buy?
Sure. I had the bread.
I'd buy one. What do you about video and roll? The idea of rock groups and artists and cassettes. They recorded his demonstration, not played but those which would go right in become the youngsters that find the work of hand and these insurance both themselves to the as well as themselves. It is constantly this problem. It seems to be noticed that if the picks up
Rock and roll.
Are the exposed rapidly at the young age, but the parents will find themselves watching it as well as listening to it.
It seems to be. My hope is that the industry picks up on this and respond. The competition will make the cost of this go down, as well as they put tired just listening to tapes. I want to see the artist perform.
This of course is a television program. Rock Shop. What is not quite so is that this material is recorded, being played back video tape machine. The cassette is provided as the next revolution in entertainment. Rock and roll performances, television shows, historical events, lessons in nuclear physics, or an item. Making it happen. Reader program is so released to you. They'll get now and your very issues. Don't you forget that we are rock and roll. Now, well, so please forget about you, we are all coming along.